Hello and welcome back to Stop and Go F1. Now, you may remember around about a year ago I did a video on a auction which was held featuring a load of stuff from Nigel Mansell's personal collection. Now, I did say at one point I'd do a sequel to that with just some more stuff that he had up for auction. That isn't what this video is, because I found a different auction, one that took place a couple weeks ago, and it was called The Champions, Michael Schumacher and F1 Legends. It is mostly a load of stuff from Michael Schumacher, with a few other huge names from Formula 1 mixed in there as well. I got a notification about this auction. I'm not really sure why I did, but I looked into it, and the auction was live when I found it, and I actually placed a bid on one of the items that we will get to later. Did I win the item? You'll have to watch and find out. No, I didn't. I got massively outbid, but we'll get into more detail on that in just a little bit. Here is the auction itself, the Champions, Schumacher and F1 Legends. So what we're going to do is just basically look through some of the stuff that was available. Might play a little game of Guess the Price, but we shall see how it goes. Well, our game of Guess the Price might be ruined because it has the price immediately right there. So you can see this hat went for €1,560. A signed Michael Schumacher hat from 2003. I mean, you know, I get it, but that is an awful lot of money for that. My goodness. See, like this as well, €4,320 for a signed intermediate tyre. Where is it even signed? It's, you know, you can see there's a barcode on it. Oh, he signed the rim. You can see that there. My goodness, €4,000 for one tyre. Now this is quite mad. Is this signed by Michael Schumacher and Pele? Or is it just Michael Schumacher that signed it? Because if that's signed by both of them, it looks like it's just Schumacher who signed it. Imagine if Pele had signed that as well. That would go for so much more than just €1,800. That'd be massive. Now, in the Mansell auction, we saw that steering wheels were incredibly expensive. This has only gone for €2,400 though. There's a few photos of it here. It looks like every other steering wheel that Mansell had. I don't know why. I guess the pricing of steering wheels has gone down recently. But yeah, the steering wheels before were so expensive. Now this is cool. Joe Siffert's 1960. It was a replica, so it's not the legit one. But still, €7,000 for this. That is very cool, though, to be fair. Now you'd think that would be more. So the 2011 Mercedes signed Formula 1 rear bodywork. I mean, you know, it's an engine cover that has been signed somewhere. There it is. And that loads. Little smiley face as well, what's not to like. And that has gone for €6,500. When you look at some other stuff here. So, Michael Schumacher's gloves from 2007 went for 18 grand. Whereas a part of an actual Formula 1 car went for 6. A helmet here went for 7. It's just, some of this stuff does not add up for me, but there you go. Okay, well this is something special. Obviously this is not Michael Schumacher, this is Lewis Hamilton. 2007 race suit, so his debut season. It doesn't even look like, I don't think it's signed at all either, it's just the race suit itself. €19,000 this went for, that is huge. It's for the Bahrain Grand Prix weekend, qualified second, finished in second place. So he wore this on the podium. It comes in a little bag. What's in the bag? Oh my, wow. I didn't know this was a thing. So you write your name on it, and where you're using it. Always world champions. Well, there you go. Fantastic stuff. Then has he got, so you don't see these details normally. Wearing this suit, it's important to carefully read the user's handbook concerning the... Okay, well, there you go. See, where else do you get to see up-close details of a zip? This is what we're here for. A smudge there. Nice. Oh, there you go. How to clean it. You can dry clean. Oh, good. Okay, well, look at this. 1986. Ayrton Senna's gloves. Signed. €19,000. Understandably so. I mean, look, really. I know they're from, like, 1986. So they're nearly 40 years old, these gloves. But they are a bit grubby. In the nicest possible way. They don't look like... They look like a pair of gloves that anyone would have, really. I know it's 40 years later, but, you know, you'd think that F1, the front of technology, would have a bit better than this. But there you go. He has signed them as well, which is pretty cool. That is... God, look at them. He must have used these for multiple races. With the cut in the hand there. Do you get a better shot of that later on? But wow, that is... something special there. My God. Inside it has the written words PA and AS. What's PA then? If you know what PA is, let me know. I haven't got a clue. Right, now we enter a world which I do not understand whatsoever. Watches. I have never been a watch guy. I will never be a watch guy. I don't wear a watch. I've got this little bracelet thing on, and that's about it. I don't understand the hype around watches. The prices that some watches go for blow my mind, including this one here. Jean Tot's personal... oh dear. Girard Perregaux automatic chronograph watch sold for £42,000. To put that into perspective here, you could buy Lewis Hamilton's race suits from his debut year twice, or get this watch, which, let's be honest, looks very nice. There's no doubt about that. Lovely looking watch, Ferrari logo on there, looks very nice, comes in this lovely box with JT on it for Justin Timberlake. You know, altogether a very, very nice item. Little book, reading materials, if you really want an international guarantee. But how in the world is that worth 40 grand? It makes no sense to me. Limited numbers. Number 00. That's pretty cool. That's to be said. That is cool. But yeah, here you go. And if you got this picture, there he is wearing it. My goodness, look at that. Jumper over the shoulders, ready to play some tennis, showing off his 40 grand watch. Oh, fantastic stuff, JT. Wonderful. But yeah, 40 grand for that. My goodness. Ah, here's another one, right? Different watch. This is Senna's watch, and the price is massively different. This one, only 3,000. So you could buy 10 Senna watches and a business card, you know, for the price of John Tott's watch. So there you go. We've got this lovely watch here. It's Tuesday. It's quarter past 9, and then you've got Senna's actual business card, which is pretty cool. Ayrton Senna. There you go. If you want to phone him, 1193681968. Or if you want to send a fax, if that's what you're into, 1193684265. Fantastic. You know what, speaking of fax, here's a little story for you. If you're not fully aware, this isn't my full-time job. I have another job that I do in the daytime. We only got rid of our fax machine during the pandemic. So that shows you how far we are behind the rest of the world. Here we go, and what's this place here? Dr. Edison de Mello, 42, Sao Paulo. Is that an address? Oh, I don't know. Should we give it a Google? See what pops up. Oh, is it? Google Street View. Is this his house? Is this where Senna lived? It's very nice. What's this? Like a kids' play area? Oh, there we go. We've learned something new here, folks. I think that if this is to be believed, might be Ayrton Senna's house. It's got a lockbox and barbed wire on the roof. Oh dear. Right, so we have here a Constructors' Championship commemorative trophy, which has been signed, and it's only going for 7,000. I mean, where else can you get this? It seems like very much a one-of-a-kind type of item, and it's only going for 7,000 compared to John Tott's watch, which is 40 grand. That's very cool. 2 kilograms, so you could do some bicep curls on low weight, high rep with the Constructors' Championship. You know, thinking out loud here. 1999 Scuderia Ferrari nose cone. It looks like it's been through the wars a little bit here, I'll be honest with you. Is there any description at all to tell us what exactly happened here? No, there is not. But yeah, a little bit of damage there. Number 3. That's still pretty cool though. It'd be a great little item to have this on your coffee table if you really wanted it. And it's only €6,000, so there you go, job done. 2010 Honda. Is this his actual bike? Does it come with the gloves as well? You get a pair of gloves with it. Does it have any... So there he is actually driving it, or riding it, is probably the correct term to use. I know nothing about bikes, but that one looks nice. You get the helmet as well. Yeah, you get the helmet. Signed in 2013, another smiley face there. That's a great purchase. Much better than a watch, that's for sure. And you get the cover. Oh, what more could you want? Great stuff. Okay. Oh, this is a replica. Okay, I thought that was very low for a 1991 Ayrton Senna racing suit, but it is a replica one, so that kind of makes more sense. But still, that would be very cool to just have around the house. I'd put it just behind me for the videos. People would love it. Oh, here we go. So this is the same. It's actually more expensive than John Tott's watch. It's a 1998 Ferrari suit. Didn't win a world title in this one, of course. Mika Hakkinen winning that year. If we look at here, he won the race in it though, so it's from the 1998 Argentinian Grand Prix. Qualified second, finished up in first. This is a race-winning race suit, so understandably the price is a bit higher on there. So you can have your choice really. €2,000 more, this or a watch. I know what I would choose. Do you want Rubens Barrichello's shoes? I know I do. 2002. It's only €900. That's not that bad. He signed them. Does it say what shoe size he is? I'm gonna guess he is a 5. He was only quite small, was our Rubens. It says made in Italy. Anywhere saying the shoe size at all? No, I don't think it's going to. We'll never know what size shoe he is. Does it say on the bottom? No. I guess these are custom made. You don't need to write the shoe size on them, really, do you? And I think the people who buy Rubens Barrichello's shoes aren't buying them to wear them as some kind of fashion accessory. But, you know, with the flames on the side here, they certainly could be a fashion accessory. There's no doubt about that. Yeah, it doesn't say what shoe size he is. That is a shame. Right, it's another watch. This one for only €21,000, so think of that what you will. But this is Michael Schumacher's watch, is it? The watch he got for his first win in Spa in 1992. So, let's have a look here. There you go. First win, Spa, engraved on the back. That's pretty cool. Why is John Tott's watch so expensive? This is far cooler. Right, now it's time to take a look at the item that I tried to buy. Because I'll talk you through my thought process here. I thought, if I make this video and title it, I actually bought something from the Michael Schumacher auction, that's a better video than the one that you're currently watching. So I tried my best to buy something from the Michael Schumacher auction by sorting all the items. Now, the items were given not a reserve, but kind of like a guide price, I guess you would say. They were all kind of given an estimate value. So I sorted all the stuff from lowest to highest, and I thought, I shall place a bid on the item which has the lowest value. And surely, because it's the lowest value item, firstly, won't go for too high, and secondly, the people who are into this kind of thing, they won't want the cheap thing, they'll just let me have it. So, here's what I placed my bid on. Michael Schumacher's water bottle. Now, as you can see here, it sold for €930, and I can't help but think that I may have artificially inflated the price of this item, because I believe the estimated price was around €200. So I placed my bid at €300, which, now I say it, outside of the thrill and rush of the auction, ridiculous. Why the hell I thought spending €300 on a water bottle was a good idea, I will never know. But the way that it worked is kind of, you place the max bid that you wanted to, and then the actual bid would be like the lowest price. So if someone had bid €50 and I bid €300, the actual bid would be, let's say, 60, until somebody bid higher and higher. Then my bid would keep on going up and up and up until someone bid over 300, then the bid would be theirs. So when this first started, I believe I was the first bid on this with my €300. Now, I don't think you can find like a history of the bidding of this thing, but I placed my bid at €300, and for a few days I was winning this relatively easily. Sometimes people would push me up, but realistically no one ever really got close to €300. Then the day of the auction actually arrived, and quite early on someone beat my bid of €300, and I thought, oh no, my video idea is gone. Not, oh no, I won't have Michael Schumacher's water bottle. So I stupidly raised my bid to €400. And then the auction, with an hour to go, I was winning on €400. And I'm sat here and I'm thinking, I'm going to win Michael Schumacher's water bottle. I know, I'll put it on top of the fridge. It'll go right there next to the Stegosaurus. The people will love it. Everyone will come from miles around to go, have you seen that YouTuber? He's got Michael Schumacher's water bottle behind him on a fridge. That'll be the thing that'll get me to 1 million subscribers, no doubt about it. Then, with an hour to go in the auction, my bid of €400 gets beaten, and I have this real strange moment where I'm sat there just thinking, I could raise it again, and then the voice from the back of my head screams, are you a moron? It's a water bottle. You can't afford this. What are you doing? And thank God that voice appeared, because what followed was a madness. And I watched this from the sidelines. I was now a spectator, where I had once been a main character in the story of Michael Schumacher's water bottle, where two people were just consistently outbidding each other, going up and up and up. In the space of like 45 minutes, the bid from this went from €400 to €930. So in the end, there was no way I was ever winning this water bottle, but it was absolutely mad. This could have been mine, everybody. For a brief moment, it was mine. Michael Schumacher's water bottle. It's special stuff. But it was not meant to be. I've got a picture here. There he is, using the water bottle. I could have appeared now and gone, look, I can also use the water bottle, but I'm stuck here with my Lucozade Sport Raspberry. You know, I would have just like popped the lid on this and just been like, yeah. Wasn't meant to be. And that's why I will always go down in history as the man who nearly bought Michael Schumacher's water bottle. But what I find incredibly interesting about this, and why I say I think I artificially increased the price of this in some way. As you can see, this is one water bottle. One. €930. It is signed, but that's by the by right now. We'll get to some more of these items in a little bit, but I saw something before that I think is worth bringing up. What page was it on? Was it here we go. 2 Michael Schumacher signed water bottles. Wait for it, everyone, for the price to load. €930. For €10 less, you could get 2 water bottles rather than 1. So whoever eventually settled on that price, you might have been a bit ripped off because you could have had 2 for €10 less. Look, here he is. Here's some photos of him with these water bottles. There they are. Monster Energy as well, rather than just like not branded. And it's got a smiley face on it. The other one did not have a smiley face on it, that has to be said. So there you go, that's the story. That's my story of how I nearly had Michael Schumacher's water bottle. Gripping tale, I know. It's one to tell the grandkids for sure. Now, where was I? Back to the rest of the stuff, which I definitely did not bid on. This is a bit morbid. Ayrton Senna's 94 Williams front wing section. I mean, I don't know if you'd really want that, if I'm perfectly honest with you, but someone's paid €12,000 for it. There you go. Who the hell would want this? Jesus Christ. Elon Musk's F1 paddock pass. Oh, God. I know who would want this, actually. Some people in my AI racing video comment section keep on telling me that Elon Musk would win that in a heartbeat. I'm not too sure about that one, mate. But there you go. If you really want Elon Musk's paddock pass and Michael Schumacher's wash bag, what a strange combination that is. I reckon that's the first time anyone said that sentence out loud. You know, it's special sometimes when you get to say things like that. Okay, that's pretty cool. Enzo Ferrari signed postcard and letter. Now, I do not speak Italian, so I'm going to need someone in the comments to tell me what that says. I shall try and read it. Grazie degli affettuoso arrigari di buon compleanno e molti cordiali saluti. Modea 22/2/78. Now I imagine that's the date there at the end. But it says Gilles Villeneuve. So is that to or from Gilles Villeneuve? But that's pretty cool. Gilles Villeneuve would have just joined the team at 78, no? So there's something there. Italians in the comments, let us know what's going on there. Okay, now we're talking. Ferrari cylinder head exhaust manifold signed. Pretty much, let's call it a straight 50 grand. This is more like it. This is better than a watch. You could put this up in the kitchen. Have a great time. From the 2003 Ferrari. Great stuff. Oh, that is a work of art. Bloody hell, it's another watch. Omega Speedmaster, Michael Schumacher's watch, 1996. This is as old as me, and I'm ancient. Now this would look great above the fridge. Ferrari single-sided illuminated sign, €4,000, sorry, not 400. I'd need a plug converter. We don't have those kinds of plugs here. But yeah, that would look great. Great stuff. 50 wins collage. That's very cool. For his 50 wins in the Ferrari. Get a bit of a closer look at some of these images. Very nice. That's Italy 2003 must have been the 50th one. So it goes all the way back to 96 Spain. That was a great race. Very nice. Like that a lot. See, a lot of this stuff, though, went for really, really high prices, which is not too shocking, let's not lie here. But, like, I remember with the Mansell auction, there was, like, belt buckles that went for £100, and I was like, I could have bought that if I'd known. Little did I know, you're going to have to set yourself back about €1,000 to buy a water bottle, but, you know, it's all about the memories we made across the way, you know. So there you go, that was Michael Schumacher's auction. Let me know what you would have bought. Do you have about 50 grand to spend on a watch? If you do, give it to me. I'll spend it on something more sensible. And until next time, have a good one. Goodbye!